What is going on, everybody? Coach DT with Dynamic Training. This video is going to be a little bit different. In this video, we are going to talk about my 5 tips that I'm giving to my high school girls flag football players. So whether you were playing JV or varsity, if you were in the greater Sacramento area, you know this is the first ever year where the CIF has made this an official sport, meaning we're gonna have battles, Rockland High School versus Whitney High School, Del Oro versus Folsom. We are gonna battle it out. And the one thing I'm gonna say is nobody is a seasoned vet. Coaches are brand new, players are brand new. The sport is absolutely 100% brand new. Okay, so what do we do? Where do we start? How can we get better? In this video, I'm gonna give you those 5 tips. Here at Dynamic Training, I work with athletes from all sports, from all schools, Rockland, Roseville, Del Oro, Wood Creek. Now, for those of you that don't know, I am coaching JV and varsity at Del Oro High School for the women's flag football's first season. But that doesn't mean I don't want to give you guys some tips, some tricks, and some things to help guide you on your path for this first season. Tip number 1, coaches do not want to have to coach effort. Some of us are gonna play a ton week 1. Some of us are not gonna play a ton week 1. Don't get discouraged, don't get down on yourself, don't quit, and don't give up. Coach Bill always says, hustle and heart will set you apart. Give it your all, give it your best. You're gonna make mistakes, it's a part of the game. But if you give 110% effort every time, that's a big win in the coach's eyes. Tip number 2, speed kills. If you run the wrong route, run it fast. If you commit to the wrong place on defense, commit fast. If you make a mistake, make it fast, okay? Coaches, the one thing they hate is you go, oh, dang it, I did the wrong thing, and you stop. Well, the play is still happening, so no matter what you're doing, you need to move fast, okay? Now, let's not talk about mistakes, let's talk about good plays. When you catch that ball, you need to be flying around the field, okay? Every time that ball touches your hands as a receiver or as a running back or even as that quarterback, you have to think in your head, I'm scoring. This ball is mine, and I'm taking it to the house. Speed kills. Tip number 3, short-term memory. This is something I tell my male football players. This is something I tell all my athletes in general, but especially for my first-year players. Like I said, there's no seasoned vets. You're not gonna do everything perfect. I promise you're gonna make mistakes. But what separates average and elite players is not whether or not they make mistakes, it's whether or not they can bounce back quickly. You're gonna make that mistake, shake it off, move on to the next play. Tip number 4, always be intentional with your route running. What I mean by that is run it at 100% and assume you are getting the ball. The one thing that I've experienced already from coaching in the last 2 to 3 weeks of this new season is athletes turn and boom, the ball's there. Oh, coach, I was surprised. I didn't think I was getting the ball. Always expect the ball to come your way. Whether you are running a far, deep route, whether you're running a short route. Run at 100% effort, run with intention, give it your best, and be prepared for that ball every single play. Last but not least, tip number 5. If you don't know what to do, ask. Your coaches are on your team. They are on your side. They want you to succeed, okay? This is not a quiz. When you're playing in a game, the worst thing you can do is not know what you're doing and run the wrong route, okay? Ask questions, ask your teammates, ask your coaches. All right, this is a new sport for a lot of us. We don't always know exactly what we're doing. That's what practice is for. But like we said, you're gonna make mistakes, but a great way to avoid making mistakes or making mistakes frequently is to ask questions. So don't be afraid to ask. That is my 5th and final tip. I hope you guys find this video helpful. I'm so excited for the season. And if you're playing Del Oro, I'm gonna see you soon.